local good turner and poet Liam O'Donnell.
Process. How do you find Liam when you're writing your poems? Do they just where do you get
come to me? You know,
yeah.
it's just what do they call that? Stream of consciousness. You know, it just kind of occurs to me, and I get it down on paper because I have a biro in my hand a lot of the time, and I have paper at hand, and kind of it's not a big effort. You know, it just comes to me. You know, it's not anything forced or laborious or anything like that. It's just a natural process, you know.
And then do you find maybe at night do you get more of it, or is it during the day, or
well,
is there
at night, yeah. I'm probably at my best at night, you know, before bed. I think that bedtime is a concept for children, you know. It means you could go to bed in the afternoon if you really want to, or you want a siesta and a nap, or take it. Go to bed when you're tired, you know.
Yeah. And then, what about kind of? Do you have a favourite poet, or do you?
Well, favourite poet. Now, we can talk about Shelley and Howell, you know, Coleridge, any of those, you know, Wordsworth. They're all English poets, but Yeats is one of our big poets in Ireland, and beyond that. I don't generally read poetry. I have a book by Michael D. Poetry by Michael D. Higgins, but I haven't read. I've read bits of it. You know. So the thing is, I'm not a great reader. That's the thing, and I have a touch of an intellectual disability. I find it hard to force myself to read, you know, because the interest isn't there, and I can only read what I'm interested in, and then I can tolerate only what he himself creates, you know, my own creations. Take precedence to say what you get in books, you know, other people's agenda, you know.
Yeah. And then a lot of your work, I suppose, there's nature and there is kind of meaning and.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff. Yeah, I remember that when we were talking about. Am I so different after all? I had a copy of that this morning, but I looked at it both, and what you call it, something I like to get something meaningful, you know, in my writing, you know. I'm always sending myself little messages, you know. I leave around the house positive sayings, you know, and I try to go with that, you know.
Next time you'll be reading out Am I So Different on our next podcast.
I'll try and do that, yeah.
Alright.
Copy of it above, I forgot to bring it down.
Nice.
I didn't get up in time, you know.
Alright.